Good evening. Thank you for being here. I know there was a bit of traffic. It's also not a location that everybody gets to, so finding it can be a little tricky, but it is wonderful to see you all. My name is Anthony Denning. I have spoken to you through email, some on the phone, some through letters. It's wonderful to get to see all the faces to the names that I know. And it is also my pleasure to welcome you to the Dallas County Community College District STEM Institute. I'm going to start off with the most important piece of information. The bathroom is outside where the white tables are. Take a left, go down the hallway, and they are on your right. So if you need to go, go. There's also food in the back, cookies, fruit, I think tea, water. Please help yourself. For those of you that are returning, you know this sort of our staple snack at our events. Enjoy and get that sugar rush so you stay with us. A couple things I want to point out before we get started. You found your tables by your name. My guess is that there is at least a few people whose names are misspelled, or I put your middle name as your last name or your first name as your last name, or vice versa. Please feel free to grab those signs and write in the correct spelling or order of your name, even if you have to put first, middle, last. That's okay. I would rather get it right than to continue to call you the wrong name. And just leave those on the table. I'll pick them up at the end of the night. Also, well, yeah, we'll get to that other part. I just want to run through the agenda real quick. It's one of the papers that you picked up on the way in. In respect to everybody's time, we're going to try to stick to, there's no times, but we're going to try to stick to them. Really, that time that I'm thinking about is 8 o'clock. I know that you all have work and school and home lives to get to, so I want to try to get through this, give you time to get everything you need, but also to get home. And football started tonight, and the Red Sox are playing the Yankees, and so maybe you want to get home for one of those. In any case, I'm going to just give you an overview of the program, talk about some upcoming events, give you a little bit of history about the STEM Institute, talk about who you all are in comparison to what other groups have done, things you can look forward to. We'll talk about a few opportunities that have already been requested to be passed on to you folks. We have the pleasure of welcoming our new STEM director. So you're going to get to meet her. She'll say a few words. You'll also get to meet all of the mentors and eventually have time to visit in groups so that you can share your getting to know survey. Thank you very much for getting those to me. If for some reason you weren't able to get those to me, I've got some blank copies. You'll have an opportunity to fill those out at the table. So with no further ado, only a few of them are in the room, but it's my pleasure to introduce, let me make sure. Dr. Mary Brumbach, you all met on the way in. She was at the table helping you sign in. She's our Executive Director of Strategic Planning and Development for the district. She does amazing and wonderful things with community partnerships that are all geared towards helping you all achieve your degrees and your educational goals, as well as working with city organizations to work for things with workforce. And essentially, she's one of the people that made the STEM Institute possible. So she's pretty outstanding and always has your best interests in mind. So if you see her on the way out, say hi. Thank you. She's a wonderful person to know. We also have Dr. Peggy Shattuck with us, who is our new STEM director. She comes to us from Alabama. This is her second day, and we're delighted that she was able to make it here tonight. I won't do that too. Yeah. Doris Rousey is also in the room. She is the Dean of Math and Science at Brookhaven College in the back there. She oversees the mentors, their development, training, assignments, helps them make sure that they are ready to assist you all. Tori Carell, you also met at the front. Tori, are you in here? She's out front. Tori is our Assistant Director of Development. Assistant District Director of Development, and actually wrote the grant that funds this program. So when you see Tori, also tell her hi and thank you. And myself, Anthony Denning, Special Projects Coordinator in the Foundation. I think you guys know me already. And you'll certainly get to over the year. Some information, so a little bit of history, focused on the scholars. I didn't think you guys wanted to know all the history, but you are now part of 510 scholars that have gone through the STEM Institute. 389 have successfully completed the program before you, so you make up another 121 students. You're the largest cohort that we have had to date. Last year's cohort was 81. We've increased that by 40. Math, yes. It's wonderful to see such growth. It really speaks to the recognition and the success that the program is earning because of your achievements. So it's really wonderful to see such a large group. There are 95 full-time students, 26 part-time students. You represent all 7 colleges of the Dallas County Community College, which is quite a feat. It's a lot of colleges, a lot of different areas, a lot of different disciplines. So it's wonderful to see everybody represented. It truly speaks to our idea of a district. What I think is one of the most impressive pieces is that your GPA is a 3.76 combined. I think that's pretty awesome. One of the things I do on almost a daily basis is track your progress. And so my hopes are to see that at the end of this semester, that average goes up a little more, and by the end of the spring, it has shot up that much more. It's something that I love to share with everybody. I love to brag. It's something that is relatable to everybody, and you folks carry it right at that top level. So congratulations to you as a whole. Something that I think will speak to you the most, our scholars, as I say, really achieve some amazing things. Coming from a community college and some of the opinions about that, we disprove, you disprove. So you attend places like UT Austin, Texas A&M, Baylor, SMU, Rice, Oregon State, Colorado State, Nebraska, Purdue, Columbia, and this is a short list, Arkansas, there's a lot. It's just amazing. So as you're going through this program, my hope is that you realize that you have potential beyond what you know. And that you really let your dreams go because you are achieving things to get there. Okay, some of the nitty-gritty. Online. Everything we do is pretty much through email. You've probably got that just already. I've sent you 15 or so emails in the past few months. We try our best to limit the emails, which means we put multiple topics in the email, so please read them carefully. We'll try not to inundate you, but the information will be very important. We also contact you by your information on your profile. So if you're updating your address or your phone number or your email on your profile, if you would do me the favor, just shoot me an email as well that said, hey, this is my new phone number, this is my new email. It keeps me from having to go through and check 121 emails every few days to make sure they all work. And as I say, that's how we communicate, so I really want to make sure that I've got everything accurate for you all. Let's see. For registration, the way it worked, as you saw for this event, approximately 1 month before an event, you'll get a save the date email. You've already got the dates through your application and a few other communications, but that will be the official save the date. It'll have information about location and times and everything else. 2 weeks before an event, we'll announce that registration is open, and that's when you can go online, sign in with your profile, and register. Depending on the event, that'll actually allow us to have you select meals or select different sessions that you're going to. So it's a very useful tool. It's how we keep track, so please make sure you're registering for those events. Program requirements, you all have seen these before. I just want to make sure that everybody's clear and can say they definitely got them, so we know. While you're in the Institute, you are required to maintain a 3.0 grade point average or above. Full-time students, you need to complete at least 12 credit hours. Part-time students, you need to complete between 6 and 11 credit hours each semester. We have 4 events throughout the year. 2 each semester. You're already at your first event, so you're working the program. Congratulations. Upcoming programs, we have the fall seminar on October 24th. We have the spring seminar, February 20th, and then the STEM Summit on April the 4th. I'll touch on those a little more in just a minute. Oh, I apologize. The last bullet on there. Anybody know what it was?
All requirements for the STEM Foundation.
Good try, but no. Mentor program, thank you very much. Hugely important part of this program, something that will help you incredibly as you're figuring out your education and career path. So you're going to have time with your mentors tonight, which speaks to the importance of that section. I went backwards. Thank you. Scholarship award. I'm sure that everybody has questions or is excited and wants their money. I want you to have your money. I will tell you that on the 12th day of class, which is next Tuesday, September 10th, I review everybody's hours. I send in the final award amounts to financial aid. At that point, they are dispersed. That's about all I can tell you thus far. The awards are based on the credit hour enrollment. Works out to be $110 per hour that you enroll. So if you're enrolled in 6 hours, it's a $660 scholarship. If you're enrolled in 12 hours, it's a $1,320 scholarship. It is processed through financial aid. And it is also subject to any other financial aid that you may be receiving. So without getting into the long financial aid world that you don't want to get into, depending on the amount of financial aid you're receiving and your cap, your award may be adjusted. But we'll find that out as of the 12th day of class. So next Tuesday, it'll go in and start that process. Okay, some upcoming events. We just talked about October 24th. We have the STEM seminar. It's going to be right back in this room. We have a really interesting concept here. We've got 5 groups that are going to be represented, and this is all to help you all get engaged, plan your career path, plan your education path, meet with some folks, and figure out how best to work this program. We will have You Teach representatives, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in just a minute, in one corner. We're going to have transfer services from the district in another corner, career services in yet another corner. We're going to have some mentors, veteran mentors up front to tell you how best to work with a mentor and get the most out of that program. And Dr. Shattuck is also going to be available to answer whatever questions you may have about the Institute, the philosophies behind it, the future, how you can participate more, things like that. So it's going to be a great event. You'll notice a trend, Thursday night, 6:30 to 8. So when we try to plan everything, we try to get you these dates as far in advance so that you can make arrangements to be here. In February 20th to be exact, we have our spring seminar. Colleen Rickenbacker, who's the author of Be on Your Best Business Behavior, will be presenting, it's almost a tough one to even summarize. Business etiquette, everything from how you shake hands to how you dress to how you eat at a business meeting. It's wonderful information as you start thinking about interviews for transfer, interviews for internship. We had her present last year and she was wonderfully well received. We're delighted to be able to have her back. And finally, the STEM Institute on April 4th will be at the Frontiers of Flight Museum at Love Field. It is an all-day event. We just confirmed the venue, so we'll have details to follow soon. I can tell you some of the past speakers at this event have been Mary Ellen Weber, who's a NASA astronaut, Fabien Cousteau, who's the grandson of Jacques Cousteau, oceanographer and cinematographer. Last year we had Dr. Miguel Nicolelis from Duke University, who is mapping brain patterns to help paralyzed individuals wear an exoskeleton and be able to move through thought. It's pretty brilliant. He actually has a monkey thinking and making a robot walk across a room, and it's absolutely brilliant. So this is a real opportunity for you to meet and hear about some industry-leading ideas, topics. We also bring in universities so that you can find out what programs they have. It's a fantastic event. We always look forward to it. I mentioned that we've had a few opportunities come our way already for you all. The first, on October 18th, Transfer Services is hosting a transfer convening, I think is what they're calling it. It's an all-day summit for the faculty and staff. They are incredibly impressed with us. They are a huge champion for us, and they would love for you all to attend this event. Seating is limited. What they're offering, though, is a one-on-one session with 5 university transfer representatives. So you can actually sit and start planning your transfer. If not to one of these schools, the information itself is wonderful. We've met with these folks before. Again, they were really well received. For you to have their attention by yourselves is a real treat and testament to how you all are thought of. You've also been invited to sit in on the workshops. These are originally geared towards faculty and staff, but again, you all are making such an impact that they really want you in the room to hear from you and get your perspective and let you know what's going on. I will be sending out an email in the next week or so with details for that and seating limits and RSVP instructions. So please keep an eye out for that. Next, UTeach. UTeach is a program that is founded on the idea that education quality from K through 12 may not be where it needs to be. And so what they are trying to do is take STEM students that may be interested in education and give them an opportunity to see what it's all about. Get into a classroom, understand disciplines, talk to other teachers, have some coursework. We have partnered with University of North Texas, University of Texas at Arlington, and University of Texas at Dallas to provide space for you to join that program. You have a flyer passed out that gives you a little bit more information. Most importantly, as I mentioned, in October 24th, we will have a representative from each school here to give you specifics. So you can really ask those questions. Part of the application process, we realize that many of you are already education majors, and about 5 times as many of you are considering education. It's an incredible field, tons of opportunity, so we want to get you in front of these folks and really show you what's out there. So I'm excited to have them in October. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Peggy Shattuck, our new STEM director. She's going to come and give you a few words. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to just greet you all tonight. As they said, this is my second day here at work in the Dallas County Community College District, and I am extremely excited to be here and very excited to be working with the STEM Institute. I am a scientist myself by background, so I really enjoy all the things that come with that. I actually was a mathematics major as an undergraduate because I just love theoretical mathematics. And then I went on and did a master's degree in neuroscience, and my PhD is in pharmacology. So I'm particularly interested in all those cool chemicals in all of your brains. Very great stuff. So there are lots of wonderful things that are going on in the fields of mathematics and science and technology. And to all of the students that are here tonight as the STEM scholars, I hope that you realize all of the wonderful things that you can do with your education and with your careers. There are so many fascinating questions to be answered, problems to be solved, exciting things to do. And so I have confidence that all of you are going to make a big difference in the world, and this is one step along the way in terms of doing that. So I'm delighted that you all are participating in this program. To all of you who are here as the faculty fellows helping with this, I cannot express enough the appreciation that I have for the work that you do. I know that you chose your careers in education because you have such a passion for making a difference in the lives of students and making a difference in the world. And here is an opportunity where you're working very closely with some of those students making that huge difference. So we want to thank you for the hard work that you do, and please do let me know anything that I can do to try to support you as you're working through all of this. So I'm not going to take any longer. I know you want to talk with folks at your tables more, but welcome to all of you, and I'm delighted to be here. Please do not hesitate to contact me if I can help you in any way.
Just a few more things, and I'll turn the floor over to Ms. Doris Rousey to introduce the mentors. For those of you that this is your second year in the program, hopefully we've had enough chances to talk that you realize that I'm very passionate about you all in this institute and this group. As you are progressing throughout the year, if you have any questions or need to speak with someone about something, concerns, ideas, and you're not finding those answers, know that I'm always available. You have all been very open about just coming out, asking great questions, making sure that you're understanding everything clear. So I just want to let you know that if for some reason you're not finding the answers, you're hitting up against walls, you have my information, and I'm always available to help you. At this time, my pleasure to welcome Ms. Doris Rousey. She's going to tell you a little bit about your mentors. I couldn't...
Welcome tonight. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Doris Rousey, and I'm the Dean of Mathematics and Sciences at Brookhaven College. My background is in electrical engineering, but what I do now is more human engineering. I get to work with faculty and students, and I tell you, it's a lot more fun. But I do certainly use those same techniques that many of you are learning in class, and we can chat offline later what those are. But I have had the wonderful pleasure and opportunity to work with faculty over the last few years to develop the Faculty Fellows Program. And each of you are sitting at a table with one of the people that are on this list that you see here. We have 21 faculty, and I'm going to ask if all the faculty fellows will please stand to be recognized. Thank you very much. As you can see, these 21 faculty are from each of the 7 colleges across the district and represent disciplines ranging in all the STEM fields, from chemistry to math, biology, physics, engineering, computer science, technology. So whether you are the same discipline background as your mentor or not, he or she can certainly assist you in this next year in answering any of those questions that you may have about the career field or the field of study for which you have embarked. So if you're a computer science major and your faculty fellow is a chemist, don't worry. She's going to be able to find out all those questions that you are asking, okay? Let me tell you just a little bit about the mentoring program and what you have signed up for, okay? Your fellow or mentor is there to get to know you, to help you as you make those final decisions. Some of you may have decided where you're going to go to school to finish your studies. Some of you may not. There are lots of things along the way that they can help you with. So no question is too small, no question is too big. They are there to assist you. So we're going to start off tonight with just a getting to know you part. But this is just the first step. You will be meeting with your faculty one-on-one to develop a mentoring plan. You will have an opportunity to visit with him or her about the goals that you have set. Some of you are ready to graduate, some of you are ready to transfer, some of you have different goals in mind, and some of you have many, many questions. So you're going to have an opportunity to do that, and then also to visit with them and ask them to help you open important doors to make that transition. Don't be afraid to ask those kinds of questions. That's what they're there for. So tonight we begin with that opportunity. So we're going to just allow you some time, and it's going to get a little loud in here because there's a lot of us in here. 123 students, 21 faculty, and then some of us. So make sure that you have an opportunity to speak and also to meet some of the other scholars in your group. That may be the other half of this wonderful experience, is getting to know some other people. Last year we had people who ended up going to Texas Tech together or UT Austin together because they met one another in group. So take this opportunity as well to meet your colleagues. These are the people that someday We'll build your alumni association that you'll go knocking on their door when you need that IT guy to make your team, to sell that product, because you remember him or her from this opportunity. So I'm going to let you all have this time to visit with one another, and then Anthony will be back to give us next steps. Enjoy.
Event dates. Just shout out. When is the fall seminar? 24th of October. Wonderful. When is the spring seminar? February 20th, 2014. Next year. What about the STEM Summit? When is that? April 4th. What are the hours of the STEM Summit? You guys are good. 3.7 GPA. That's right. That's right. 7.6. I stand corrected. Very nice. Also, please don't forget, October 18th. Stay with me just a few more minutes, guys. October 18th, Transfer Services having their seminar. It is at this building. You will have the opportunity to meet with UNT, UTA, UTD, A&M Commerce, and Texas Women's University. We'll all be here sitting in a panel talking about what you can do to best prepare to transfer to their schools, but I promise you that it relates to whatever school you're thinking about. This is an excellent opportunity for you to have undivided attention from those campus reps. I will be sending you an email next week with registration information. It is limited seating. Please RSVP if you only intend to show. They are excited to have you all for the entire day. It's 8:30 to 3:30. They'll be serving lunch. You'll have the opportunity to go into some workshops, meet some faculty, meet some staff. It'll be a great day, so looking forward to sending that to you all. This program has been sponsored and supported by a number of organizations. This past year, we got our largest support from the Caruth Foundation for $1.8 million. It is a real just recognition of what you all are accomplishing and what people believe that you can accomplish. And it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Dee Chambliss. She is with Educate Texas. She is our project manager from the grantor side, making sure that we are doing the very best with their gift for you all. Would you stand so we can clap for you? And did you want to come and say? Please come and say a word.
Thank you. Is this one? To hold it?
You got it.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, I heard a lot more energy at the tables than I hear of one more speaker at 8 o'clock. But I'm not going to hold you. I do want to let you know that the Caruth Foundation, which is a part of the Communities Foundation of Texas, right on 75, if you happen to go to North Park Mall. Okay, so that's where we are, and we're really excited about being a partner with you and being a part of your future and what you're going to contribute to the city of Dallas, North Texas, the state, and of course, globally. And so on behalf of Communities Foundation, thank you, and thank you for letting me be just a little part of that energy, that buzz that I heard and felt when I walked in. So good luck to you. We will be following you. I look forward to wonderful reports and excellent contributions and completions at the end of this year. I'm looking forward to hearing where you're going to be after you transition from DCCCD. DCCCD. That's the way I do it. So have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to turn it over before you guys start buzzing again. So thank you very much.
Okay, with that, my last announcements is a reminder for the fellows to please come and see me before you go. With that, thank you for being here. I hope you had a wonderful time, as much fun as we had, watching you all get together and get ready for this year. Best of luck in the upcoming year. I look forward to seeing you all again.